there's been some discussion, and I guess, or questions about fin clipping little walleyes or walleyes in general. You can do fin clips two different ways. The way that we're doing it is for genetic testing, and when we do a fin clip, actually we just take a bit of tissue off the end of a fin. It can be any fin on the fish. I'm talking walleyes now. Typically, it doesn't have to be any bigger than your little fingernail. All we do is we take a pair of tweezers and clip it with a pair of scissors, and then we take that piece of tissue and put it in a vial that's filled with alcohol, and that vial has a number, an ID number on it. And the reason we do the fin clipping is when we take the eggs from a given female and the milk from a given male and we fertilize the eggs, we know that that's a genetic pairing. And when we send these fin clips up to the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, they can run, or they can put these samples in a fantastic little small machine, and by the next morning they can do 100 samples, and they'll have a genetic analysis of all of the fin clips that are in that. So the reason we do this is next year, the year after, or whenever, if another fin clip is taken off of a fish, we can tell if that fish is a product of our hatcheries. The little bit of fin that we take off of these fish is very, very small. Now, that is different from what the DNR does when they fin clip. If ball fingerling walleyes that come from a hatchery, when they want to fin clip, they take off the whole fin on either the right or the left side on a given year. And we would never do that, and I can't say that it's a good thing to do, but we never felt that it's a good thing to do to disfigure a fish like that, because they need that fin for space management, if you will. So there's a big difference between what Walleyes for Tomorrow does with our fin clipping, which really doesn't hurt the fish. Another fin that we do sometimes do is the dorsal fin, dorsal spines on the back of the fish. If we're wanting to know about recaps, when we're doing the fight netting, when we go out and we set our fight nets and we bring the fish back to shore, and we want to know if after we turn the fish loose that we recapture it. We almost never recapture a female, because once we remove the eggs, they don't go back to wherever they were spawning, but males will go back. So what we'll do occasionally is you have the dorsal fins on the back. We'll clip the third fin back, which is usually the longest dorsal fin. We'll clip about a ½ inch off of it. And we've actually recapped those fish a year later, and it starts to grow back. It's still shorter, but it regains its pointiness. It's not a stub anymore, but it's distinctly shorter. And like I said, that's so that we can tell if we've ever captured that fish before. So that's a little bit about fin clipping and what we use it for and why we do it.